Good morning, it is Beefeater Matt back for his daily video log. Today I'm going to be talking about what you can see there behind me. I'm on duty down right next to it. It's of course London Bridge. No, it isn't. Of course it isn't. Tower Bridge. Everyone gets that confused. London Bridge is that way. It's very, very boring, nothing on it. This bridge, however, is amazing. It's built in the neo-Gothic style to match the Tower of London. It was started in 1884 and the keystone was laid by the Prince of Wales. The Prince of Wales, of course, came back in 1897 and opened it fully to the public. For you bridge geeks out there, and I know there's a lot of you, it is a bascule and suspension bridge, two suspended towers with a opening bascule to allow tall ships to pass through and into the Pool of London. Now, over the top of it, you can see, if I tip it there and move slightly, you might not be able to see it very well from here. There it is there. There is a pedestrian walkway. That pedestrian walkway would allow pedestrians to cross even when the bridge was open. Unfortunately, that became, nobody wanted to use it. It's very dangerous. Prostitutes and pickpockets hung around up there. So in 1910 it was closed. It was reopened fairly lately. In fact, now though you have to pay to go in it and it's all lit up. It's very, very nice indeed. I have to keep checking to my right because I'm actually on duty on the gate. I don't want any vehicles to sneak up to the gate and be late. But the bridge itself is very interesting in some strange ways. The south side of it was made into a Grade 2 listed building in the 1940s by Southwark Council. But the north side of it, which is owned by Tower Hamlets, was not listed until the 1970s. There's been various incidents across there. In 1910, a number 78 bus was crossing. The method used to open the bridge was a watchman would come out, check no traffic, put the gates across, ring a bell, the operator would open it. There was a relief watchman, didn't know what he was doing. He opened it without telling anyone else. There was no bell rung, the gates were not across, and the number 78 bus was tearing across it. As it got to the middle, the bus driver realised the tower was opening. He had two choices: slam the brakes on, perhaps fall down the gap and kill everyone, or go for it. He went for it. Put his foot down, he jumped the bridge and dropped the whole double-decker bus 6 feet on the other side. Everyone was saved. He was given £10 by the City of London for his bravery. In 1997, on the other side of the bridge, on the Southwark side, President Bill Clinton was having lunch with our then Prime Minister Tony Blair. They were late. The bridge had been booked to open to let a sailing ship through. The bridge opened and cut his security in half. One side of his motorcade on one side on the other side. They weren't very happy. They had a moan to the government. The government checked with the bridge operator, who said it was booked to open. I tried to ring the American embassy and there was no answer, so I opened. And that's what we do here. When it's going to open, it opens. It's opened about 1,000 times a year still to let sailing ships through. One other incident, very famous here at the Tower of London, we have a yeoman warder, a beefeater here, ex-Royal Navy. He has the, I suppose, the dubious honour of being on a Royal Navy ship that misjudged the depth of the water and actually managed to hit the bridge. Yes, Royal Navy managed to hit Tower Bridge. You know who you are, Gary, but I don't want to embarrass you. Another lovely story, a lot of people don't know that the high tide of the River Thames behind me is actually higher than the moat. The moat is now drained, of course. Let me just check that no one's coming. No, they're not. So that means that the water table seeps into the moat and has to be drained. It used to be done by an old gentleman called John, very lovely fella. And he was out here once. There's a sluice opening there. He has a long T-bar. And he came out to open it. As he took the cover off and put the T-bar in, there was a large coach full of Italian tourists. And the guide, obviously, asked him what he was doing. He just, as he was about to answer, he was emptying the moat. He looked up and he could see a sailboat coming. So he told the guide that he was about to raise the bridge. He told them that this T-bar went down onto this small sprocket that went onto a bicycle chain that raised the bridge. As the bridge started to crack, he started to turn furiously. The bridge opened, the sailboat went through, he started turning back the other way, down it went. He got a massive round of applause from the tourists, who all went and got back on their coach, went back to their hometown to tell everyone they'd seen the man who raised the Tower Bridge. Of course, I must now be getting back to my work. I'm working down here at the moment. I'll just wander you down here. You might be able to see up there. I'm in charge of this gate and there's a black barrier there. I'm being quite remiss actually, because it's up, because the vehicle's just come through. So in a minute, I'm going to have to put it down. That's what I'm doing today. I'm putting a barrier up and down. 24 years in the army, very technical job. 2 months ago, I was escorting Prince Charles around the Royal Palace. Now I'm in charge of a barrier. I really do know what it's like to be a fully trained RAF policeman. Now people have asked me to give a shout out to my regiment or corps while I'm doing these tours. I don't really like to do that, it's not fair. We're all the same here. We don't like to harp on about what we used to be in. But all I can say is, a bit thirsty, all this talking, so I'll just have myself here a little bit of a drink from my mug. That hit the spot. Right, that's it. We've had a chat. Come back tomorrow and I'll tell you a few more secrets of what we're up to here at the tower during lockdown. In the meantime, stay safe, look after yourself. Beefeater Matt signing off. Goodbye.